from 10 to 15 grand. It's mainly cosmetic. Somewhere around 10 to 12 grand would probably fix it up brand new. Anywhere from 10 to 15 grand, it looks like. It's looking at $9,000 to $10,000 is what it's going to cost. Be the rest. So it can be anywhere from 11 to 15. And the repairs were only like 6,500. I'm sorry.
Skip it up.
I learned that they were my real friends.
Fucking shit.
So as you can see, we bent up the old 12 car at Daytona. To get something like this fixed, it's pretty astronomical. So we'll see. I might do it, I might not. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Set up the GoFundMe account. Because I don't, like, I was talking to Ballard about this in the DMs. I talked to Ballard a lot. And at least the headlight didn't shatter. I was talking to Ballard in the DMs about it, and I don't, it makes me feel gross to ask people to, it's weird. I don't know. Been a wild ride. And like I said, I'm gonna, before I ever start any kind of thing like a GoFundMe, I'm gonna see what I can do by myself. But a lot of people are messaging me and they're saying do it or don't do it, and I'm just kind of nervous about the whole deal. So I'm kind of just still mulling it over in my brain. So a lot of people are asking me to start a GoFundMe, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not comfortable asking people for that. I mean, it's my thing, you know what I'm saying? So that doesn't feel right. I am considering it though, because without that I will never be able to make it to Charlotte. Charlotte's in a month and a half. That's our next race. I'm already registered for it, pre-registered and everything. I've already paid for it, but I just don't. I do not really have it any other way. So I might do that. I might not. Can you swap parts to another car? Maybe, yeah. When is the race? July 17th. So basically, I'm going to need about, the bill for it's going to be anywhere from 10 to 15 grand. So we're going to see what I can figure out in that time period. But I am considering doing a GoFundMe. It makes me feel gross. I don't like it. So I'm still probably not going to do it. But I have looked at it a little bit. I have a bunch of my real hardcore OG viewers asking if I could start one so they could support it. And it just feels wrong. It feels like I'm stripping. But, dude, I would love to drive open wheel Super Console Gamer. It's just so expensive. How bad's the car? It's mainly cosmetic. Somewhere around 10 to 12 grand would probably fix it up brand new. I'll announce if I do just start one. How much to fix it? Let's get funky. Anywhere from 10 to 15 grand, it looks like. That's the general quote from the team. I'm going to call it Monday and see. Quiet rider. Talked to some guys today. I'm going to drop off the car this week. We have, it's looking at $9,000 to $10,000 is what it's going to cost. They'll tell me the exact amount once they're done with it, but that's kind of the estimate with everything, paint, everything. So that's the idea, because it's just so damn expensive. But anyways, I set it at $15,000. I called today. The body works around $8,500 to get this completely brand new. So this entire front end, they're gonna have to mold it, and they're gonna make a new one, and I think they're gonna try to reuse the hood if possible. So they're gonna have to remake all this, and this is all when they make it and everything's gonna be about $8,500. And then paint is going to be anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for just this, and then decals and everything else is going to be the rest. So it can be anywhere from 11 to 15. So that's I got it pretty close. So I really appreciate all the support, guys. I want to see this. Got to give a big shout out to Helena. Helena dropped. Look at the numbers she dropped. 331. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Helena. I love you. Victoria as well, another viewer that's always in here. Sonia, another viewer that's always in here. Adam Cameron, John Mayer, Marissa Killen. Getting the 12 car fixed. I remember crashing it. Yeah, we did a fundraiser and it destroyed the goal. Well, the goal was huge, but we got more than it cost to even fix it. So that was really awesome. So I bought some new brakes for the car because it needed it. And we got the car fixed, and it's great now. I've seen something about that, Sean, but what it is my GoFundMe was set up for, like, before I ever got a quote for anything, I set it up for like 15 grand. It got like 11,004, I think. And the repairs were only like 6,500. So, and the repairs were only like 6,500. I get it. Are you getting it fixed? I can't really afford it right now. I'm weighing my options. There's the option of selling the 24 car. That would easily pay for everything. But I really don't want to do that because, like, it's my dream, like, to have that car and get it fixed. Well, not fixed, but get it finished. But like I said, I'm going to see what I can do by myself and see if I can sell some stuff. Like, if I sell my Jeep, I should be able to do it. That might be my number one goal. I might have to sell my Jeep, and then we'll pay for the damages and then go on to Charlotte like nothing happened. I like my Jeep a lot, but it's one thing I can afford to lose. I'm going to look around my house and see if I think I have a lift I can sell because I don't use it. It's an engine lift. I think I have. My guitar amp won't go for that much. I'm just trying to figure it out. Maybe I could probably sell my Jeep actually. I don't want to sell it. But I only drive it like one day a week because no top in the sun. So we'll see. I could probably get $8 grand or $9 grand out of it, and that would almost cover it. The GoFundMe page is linked to the top of the chat. So I really appreciate that, guys. You guys do not have to go. You do not have to drop anything there. If we can get halfway there in 2 weeks, that'll help me, and I have a long stock that I've been holding for a long time, and I'm going to lose a bunch of money on it, but I could get it taken care of. I could get the other half taken care of. I've been holding it for 10 years now, but if I have to, I'll kill that. Love my boy. Everyone blow up the GoFundMe. Thank you so much, Roberto Jones. Like I said, I didn't want it's something I was very nervous about even starting because I know how it can be and be perceived, and I wasn't even expecting it to do anything because it was my dream. It's not your guys' responsibility. But my dad talked to me about it, and Ballard talked to me about it. A lot of people talked to me about it, and they said just do it so we can keep the dream alive. So that's what we're doing. So I appreciate everybody's support on that. Can somebody drop the GoFundMe link? It's not. Stream Elements isn't putting it up there. It's weird to like shout out every now and then. But I'm not gonna advertise it too much. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to scam peeps. I just don't feel comfortable asking. And Ballard will tell you exactly. Me and Ballard had a conversation, and Ballard helped me get my air fixed a few months ago, and it took every damn thing in me to accept his help. So I appreciate Ballard for that. I love it. Ballard's my boy. So there's my GoFundMe. Yeah, I put it in the thing. But I don't want to talk about it too much. I just wanted to let you guys know that's what I'm doing. And if it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I am going to drop off the car Thursday. And they're just gonna basically keep the car until I can pay for it. So we'll see what happens. So we're gonna get it taken care of. It's just the GoFundMe is very, very important for that. If you didn't have a YouTube following, do you think you ever get it repaired? Nope. If I didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't be doing this. I do the racing thing because of YouTube. I asked somebody a long time ago. I was like, "Hey, look at this car. Should I buy this car and try to do this for real and make content?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, cool." And I started. This was all done on a whim. If I was still working at Walmart, I would have never done this. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. Recent Brian Oliveras, that's the recent guy. I appreciate you, my friend. Michael, I appreciate you. Victor, anonymous. Wow, appreciate you guys. Like I said, I didn't even feel comfortable with doing this, but my dad, he talked to me about it, and I'm like, you know what? People are gonna hate me regardless of what I do. So I just we need to get to Charlotte somehow. And if this doesn't get us there, it's fine. At least we had a bunch of fun on the way. So I appreciate you guys so much. So that's basically what the GoFundMe thing's about. It's like, you got more than the goal. And I was like, or you got more than the repairs. And I'm like, yeah. And then I said in the description I would use anything extra towards, brakes or my Gordon car, which is what I did. So that, I don't know. People just hate. They hate that they're not the ones getting like revenue, which is fine. I totally get it, man. Like I said, I've said this 100 times. But yeah, Sean, it's the same stuff as always. It's like, I'm angry because you pay your bills with YouTube, and I want to do that. And since I can't do that, I'm angry at you for it. How long are you taking a break? Well, so far it's been a week. I haven't put anything out in a while. And in about a week from now, I won't be streaming at all. So get prepared for that. It will hurt me revenue-wise, but I just don't have it in me right now. I know that sounds like a really bitchly thing, but yeah, I don't really I just don't feel good in my mental area, and because as soon as you start gaining any ground on YouTube, like the haters jump on, and everybody starts jumping on, and that doesn't really bother me. Mainly what bothers, I'm a very, very P&L numbers guy, and when I see the numbers go down and I work extra hard to try to make up for it, and it just continues to get worse and worse, like... Alright, here we go! Who's got the last spin, baby? Who's gonna win the MH1000? Who's got it, baby? Oh, Mike, you were so close, baby. Is he in chat? Is Ottawa Gamers in the damn chat right now? He's in the chat. Ottawa Gamers, my boy. He got him. He got him. Make sure you message me on there, please. Ottawa Gamers, yeah, you got it, baby. Ottawa Gamers wins the ESP MH1000 guitar.
How fun was the experience dealing with Cody? I'll put it this way, I won the prize. I tweeted him, gave him my addy, then the wait game for weeks. I had to bug to get his attention, asked for a tracker, he said it got sent back, lol nope. I said, can we trade for a WWE belt? Then again he doesn't come back to DM, you have to chase him, and finally I got blocked on Twitter. No more decimeters as I waited from 21st to 27th, and made a video called Cam is a scam friend, tweeted it to him and unblocked me, sent me money, and I blocked him, simple to the point.
Alex, I don't know, dude, that was weird. That was literally weird. Now, granted, Alex, I will say this. There's a reason why I'm not going to dox the dude, and that's because I don't know for sure, but I think he's like a kid, or he's like got some kind of mental issue, because where it stems from, that tweet anyway, was, I was driving. I was driving, and that guy messaged me about that. I was driving, and he texted me over 1,000 times. But I was driving, and I had a stock car in my trailer. And
after giving away 9 PS5s and an Xbox Series X, one of the giveaways got lost in the mail. So it took about a month and a half. They said it never arrived. So I just PayPal'd the winner the money. They then made a hate video saying it took too long. Don't do giveaways, folks.
I was driving, and I didn't check my phone for 10 hours, because the drive's about 10 hours long. And then I got there, and he was really angry after texting me for so long, and I not responded. So I said, hey, when I get home from Charlotte or Daytona, I don't remember which one it was. I was like, I'll, PayPal you the money, It wasn't you, Mike. No, I know it's not you. I was like, I'll just PayPal you the money. It's fine. And he was like, all right. And then I got home, and I PayPal him the money. And then he blocked me immediately. And I was confused. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. And then he I guess he made a hate video. I didn't know about it. It's been months now. I didn't know idea. Well, probably not months, but 1 month. Yeah, I know it wasn't you, Mike. Dude, that's been honestly like the most hellacious thing is getting that final PS5. It's unbelievable. I've probably tried 60 times now. But lo and behold, it will happen. So. One thing about Pillsbury Doho, if you ever saw her in real life, so Pillsbury Doho lives in the town I live in. So I've actually seen her in real life, and she's tiny as hell, but she looks. She put out a video where you can see her whole body, and she looks like she's like 6'1". No, she's like 5'2", man. She a baby. She a little girl. Big shout out to Pillsbury Doho. Pillsbury Doho lives in my same city and went to Daytona with us to help set up everything, so I appreciate that. She's in our chat. I appreciate you. I'm glad you came back to hang out with us. Shay Blunt says, I feel like I'm learning friendships are important connections to me. More important than romantic relationships. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I'm going to talk about my wife leaving me and why, I guess why it happened, what caused it, what's the result from it. Like, I noticed she was like being quiet, and I just was like, hey, what's going on, what's wrong? And she really didn't hesitate much, but she just told me, she's like, I don't love you anymore. Like, this person was literally like my entire life, and we had built a life together, and the person that you would die for without a second thought just doesn't love you anymore. Like, I would just break down all the time, and she wouldn't even have a reaction. She just didn't care anymore. She told me that she didn't know why. She just had an unending urge to live alone and experience life alone, and unfortunately that means I had to go away. And jump into the first screenshot. So let's explain some context real quick. I used to be married a long time ago. We split in 2016, and we're on good terms. We're friends now. We don't talk very often, but we're on good terms. So here's the first screenshot, and says, how does this photo make you feel? And I'm like, I'm friends with my ex-wife. I don't care. And then they got pissed because I didn't care. And then they called me a simp because I wasn't upset at their message. Thank you, Skywife. Skytext. Why'd your wife leave? I don't know. She never really told me. She just one day was like, I don't love you anymore, and she left. Now, granted, she emailed me a couple years later telling me why, but I never read it. Because I was like in a good place, and I was like, I'm not about to read something that's going to be like, maybe her therapist told her that this is why, because she didn't even know why, and then she probably retroactively came up with things that she hated about me and then probably emailed them to me. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really care about that right now. It's been 2 years. I don't care anymore. I learned that they were my real friends